Broken Records Radio proudly presents Story Time with Nigel Crawford. And now your host, me, Nigel Crawford. Today's story is Ho White and the 7 Midgets. A long, long time ago, in a faraway galaxy, lived a skanky princess named Ho White. Her father was a very powerful king over all the land. When Ho was very young, her mother, the queen, died from AIDS. She was raped by a gorilla. Nonetheless, the king wasn't about to go without pussy, so he went out and found himself a new whore. And boy, this whore was a cunt. One of the most rotten cunts of all the land. Regardless, she had a set of tits and ass that could make a man kill just to tap it. As Ho White grew in age, she too became rather hot, making the new cunt queen quite jealous. It eventually took such a toll on her that she became psychotic and started to talk to herself in the mirror. She would say things like,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the hottest of them all?"
Then the crazy bitch would answer herself,
"Well, you are, you crazy cunt."
This helped the queen cope for quite a few years, along with doubling up on her doses of lithium every day. Then one day the queen went for her pills, but they were all gone. Her hair was all fucked up, and her makeup was too. She ran to the mirror and said,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the hottest broad of all?"
Then the stupid bitch said back to herself,
"Well, now that Ho White has reached 15, she's developed one hell of a rack, and she sucks dick better than you, and she's been doing so for the past 3 years. And that landing strip shave job she's been giving her vag, it's gotten all the guys hot again like they were before she started bleeding. So, my vote goes to Ho White."
The cunt screamed with rage and vowed to destroy Ho White. She bribed the young Mexican garden boy to take her on some lame nature hike and then rape and kill her in the woods. Nightfall came, and he was putting the boots to that hoe up against a tree miles from the castle. They humped and smoked dope all night long until they finally passed out. When Ho White awoke, she found herself in a different part of the woods. Although waking up in strange places wasn't unusual for the hoe, she still felt patriotically strange. Ahead in the distance was a tiny cabin made of sticks and string. She figured,
"What the hell? I'll see if someone here can help me get back to my hizzy."
As she approached the cabin, she realized how tiny the cabin really was. She had to get down on her knees just to knock on the door. Knocked the hoe, but no one answered. She pushed the door open and was amazed at what she saw. Everything was so small. Small chairs, small plates, small silverware. Everything was tiny. She decided to peek around some more. In one room there were 7 half-sized beds, with 7 half-sized bedside drawers next to them. She looked in a few of the drawers, discovering mass amounts of KY jelly and huge black mandingo dildos. She thought to herself,
"Man, this could be fun. I'll run out to the kitchen, whip up some goulash, and clean this hellhole up before these fuckers get home."
Nightfall came and the hoe was exhausted from all the work she did. She went into the bedroom, sprawled out sideways across 2 of the beds, and took a nap. Shortly thereafter, the fellows came home. As they walked into their humble abode, cock-shock dumbfounded them. The place was clean, and dinner was on the table. One of the guys walked into the bedroom and saw the hottest bitch he'd ever seen lying on his bed. He began to prod her.
"Hey, lady! Hey! Who the hell are you and why are you in my bed?"
The midget asked. She awoke and began to tell him the story of how she ended up at the cabin. He stopped her abruptly, saying,
Wait! I've gotta get the rest of the guys in here because they're never gonna believe this shit. Hey, assholes, get in here!
And that now ends our first part of a 3-part series for Ho White and the 7 Midgets. Please tune in next week to Broken Records Radio to hear part 2. I'm Nigel Crawford. Good night.